If you are an F1 student or an aspiring H1B professional, the moment we all have been waiting for has arrived, almost at least. The H1B lottery results of the fiscal year 2026. The H1B visa is a game changer, but with lakhs of applicants fighting for just 85,000 spots, it's actually more competitive than ever before. So in this video, let's break down when and how to check your H1B lottery results, what is new in this year's lottery, what to do if you don't get selected, because let's be real, the odds aren't great and a lot of you are not going to be selected, and that's just the truth. Hi, I'm Simon Shetty. I'm the host and the founder of Smart Green Card. A quick heads up here, I am not an immigration attorney. This video is just for educational purposes only, so if you need any specific legal advice, you should always reach out to a US licensed immigration attorney. All right, quick refresher here. The H1B is a US work visa for specialized professionals, mostly in tech, engineering, finance, and other high demand fields. Chances are that all of us know someone who is an H1B holder. The lottery that's going on right now. The H1B registration period runs from March 7th to March 24th, 2025. So once it closes, USCIS conducts a random lottery. It's computerized and it announces the results by March 31st of 2025. So if your employer or attorney has registered you, they will be the ones notified. So definitely keep in touch with them. I did the mistake of not asking my employer what the status of my H1B lottery was, only to find out several months later that I did not get selected. But what's new in this fiscal year 2026 lottery? Let's go into that. This year, we've got some big updates. Firstly, the registration fee is now $215 per applicant. Yes, it's more expensive. It was just $10 to begin with. And USCIS is continuing the beneficiary-centric selection process, basically meaning that multiple employers cannot flood the system with duplicate registrations. This is definitely a great move to consistently maintain fairness, but it also ensures fierce competition, as it should, but it at least saves people from multiple registrations and all the spamming that happens generally in the H1B lottery until USCIS brought this rule in. The total number of registrations is expected to drop slightly due to higher fees and fraud prevention measures as well, but they're still expecting 400,000 to 550,000 applications, way more than the 85,000 visas available. So basically what this means is 1 out of 3, 1 out of 4, probably 1 out of 5 is the selection ratio that this lottery will also probably have. So let's come to how to actually check your H1B lottery status. Now, how do you really know if you're selected there? You can't check it yourself. Your employer or attorney will receive a notification from USCIS by March 31st of this year. So if you are selected, well, congrats. That means your employer can now officially file your H1B petition. Most people think that the application that they've filed already or the registration is the actual petition. It is not. It is just a method to know if you are selected in the lottery or not. And if you are selected in the lottery, that's when they go ahead and file the full H1B petition. So what happens if you get selected? Well, getting picked is just one step. Your employer has to then file your H1B petition, which is the form I-29, between April 1st and June 30th of 2025. And these dates might vary slightly as well. So before filing, they must get something called a labor condition application, or an LCA, approved by the Department of Labor. Wait for USCIS processing, and this can take months unless you pay a premium for the premium processing, which gets you a result in about 15 days. If you are approved, your H1B status becomes active on October 1st of 2025, which is the official start of the fiscal year 2026 cap season. Now, what if you're not selected? The first thing that most people end up doing is panicking if you're not selected. I want to tell you, I didn't get selected in the H1B lottery. It is not that easy, and I'm not saying that most people get selected either. So don't panic. Let's be real, the majority of applicants won't get selected, but if that is you, don't lose hope. here are a few things that you can actually do. If you're on STEM OPT or the F1 OPT, you might still have time to work and reapply next year. Most people, especially who are in STEM, have at least 3 attempts before they run out of H1B attempts and they have to figure some other solutions out. So see where you're at. Chances are that this is probably not your last attempt. And even if it is, there are other alternate paths that you can explore, just as I did. Explore alternate visa paths like the O1A, which is basically the extraordinary ability, not the green card, but a temporary work visa similar to the H1B, but restricted for people with extraordinary ability. Look into Cap-exempt H1Bs. Some universities and non-profits and even other private institutions which do work in a certain specific area can actually sponsor you year-round without the lottery. And here's a proven strategy. If you're tired of the H1B lottery stress, here's something to just start thinking about. Why not start building your profile for the EB1A green card while you're still a student or while you're still on that OPT? It can definitely help you qualify for an O1A visa along the way if you put in the right amount of work. And a lot of F1 students have done this successfully, especially through the Smart Green Card program as well. But, well, I'm not here to promote this program, but what I'm here to say is even if you do it yourself without seeking anyone's assistance, it is still a possibility for you, just as it was for me when I did not get my H1B, and then I eventually went on the O1 path and then eventually qualified for the EB1A, and everything eventually turned out fine, touch wood. So if you want to take charge of your US immigration journey, check out the Smart Green Card Student Plan. It's designed to help ambitious students like you to build an EB1A profile from day one using the opportunities that you already have around you right now as we speak, but probably you don't even know that you have those opportunities. I've dropped the link in the description, go check that out. And that's a wrap on this H1B lottery update. Let me know in the comments if you have applied and what your backup plan is. And if you're looking for more guidance on US visas, green card strategies, hit that subscribe button right now. I've got plenty of more resources coming your way, a lot of them absolutely free, where you don't even have to pay a penny. Good luck to all the H1B hopefuls. I'll see you in the next video, probably after the lottery.